As the new year hits, the mountains here are blanketed in snow and ice, and it seems to be reflecting a greater theme as we march into this new year. This theme of wanting to get really clear on why it is we're here and what we're trying to manifest in our lives. Everyone here on earth is here to bring something unique to the whole. Sometimes it's just about getting clear on what that next step is. I'm Asia Suler of One Will Apothecaries, and this video is here to help you get crystal clear with your visions. All of us here on the planet are visionaries. This term visionary isn't just reserved for a select few. All of us are meant to bring in unique ideas and creations. You're probably watching this because you feel that sense, that hunch of something that wants to move through you. And the reality is the world needs your creations. This is how we heal. This is how we move forward. And what's moving through you now, the ideas that are percolating, they're important. So every new year on the Gregorian calendar, we have the ability to tap into the collective and that collective envisioning of newness. This is potent. The fact that everyone around the world is celebrating a new year gives this time like jet fuel to be able to really get clear on what it is we want to move towards in this new cycle. So the very first thing to do if you want to get crystal clear visions is you have to clear out the vision closet. We all have ideas or projects that come to us throughout time, but sometimes they can stack up and end up staying past their expiration date. Most of us have some sort of idea or project that we've been meaning to get around to for a long time, and we feel like we can't move forward until we do that project, but that's actually a misnomer. For many of us, we have projects like this that are in our vision closet that actually just need to be cleared out. So just like going through your physical closet and donating the things you don't need, there are ideas in the closet of your mind that are just sitting there and taking up space. If you haven't acted on an idea that's been around for a year or maybe even longer, I would say it might be time to clear that idea out so you have space to see what wants to come in. If you're having any feeling sense around a project or an idea that includes the word should, then this is a good marker, a good indicator that this idea might be expired. If you're feeling like you should do something, like you have to do something, but you're dragging your heels, it's probably because your spirit is just not creatively excited about it anymore, and that's okay. It's okay to have ideas that once felt exciting or in alignment with you that now you're ready to let go. Just like we have clothes that we once loved wearing, we reach a point where we just don't like wearing them so much anymore, and that's all right. It's time to let it go and pass it on to somebody else. And I promise you that's what will happen with some of these ideas. When you let them go, they don't totally disappear. They just find someone else that will help them move into the world through that person's particular channel or creativity. And the thing is, when you create this space by giving away these ideas, by letting them dissolve, by cleaning them out of the closet, then you make space for the new ideas or visions that will really be exciting to you, that will really bring you alive. So I want you to ask yourself what feels most emergent and fresh for you right now. That fresh material is where you're being asked to go. We are all creative by our birthright. So as creatives, it's important that we follow that line of fresh inspiration. We're not meant to do the same exact thing day after day, year after year. So it's okay if you grow out of some of these ideas. I want you to really take note of what small hints or inspirations are coming in now. Perhaps a book that you've been meaning to read that someone just suggested again and that excites you to think about. Or maybe a movie you saw recently that just really got you thinking. Take note of these things now because these fresh inspirations are here to show you where your visions are. One important way to get clear about what we want to envision now is to actually get clear about where we want to be in the future. So reverse engineering your visions is actually a beautiful and brilliant way to really get focused on what it is that would actually bring you happiness in life. So one question I like to ask myself frequently is, where do I want to be in 5 years? If I could dream any dream for myself 5 years from now, what would it look like? And then I reverse engineer, stepping all the way back to where I am now, and I ask myself, what are the steps I need to take now, or what are the visions that I want to focus on now that will help me get closer to that dream? It's important for you to define what success means for you. I remember at some point, I sat down and I asked myself, okay, well, what is success for me in my life? And I realized that one of the definitions of success for me is having time every day to daydream, having time every day where I can go for an hour-long walk outside and just think about things, think about what I'm inspired about, or commune with nature. And when I realized that this is what success looked and felt like to me, I realized that no matter how much money I made or how many people I reached, I wouldn't be successful unless I had that hour every day. So I started getting clear on my visions to create a life that would eventually be one where I had space to just be, where I had space to daydream. So to ask yourself, what does success actually look like or mean to you? And then reverse engineer your visions to really help you focus in on what will help you take that next step towards your definition of success. And lastly, if you really want to get clear on your visions, it's important to really hone your intuition. We are not doing this alone. Your visions don't exist in a vacuum. We are deeply supported by the forces in the unseen, whether you call those forces your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, or simply the divine. When we hone our intuitive abilities, we hone our ability to listen to what is actually trying to move through us. I deeply believe that we are all channels here on this planet. We're all meant to be channels for our light and for the wider light. And it will come through the filter of your personality, your life experiences. So it's unique every single time. But when we take some of the pressure off of ourselves of feeling like we need to figure it all out and just actually open the portals of our awareness to ask the benevolent, loving forces in the unseen what it is we're here to bring into creation, we can really soften into this experience of making our visions manifest. So at any time, you are welcome to ask your wider guidance what it is that you should be focusing on. So whether you meditate, undertake a shamanic journey, or simply channel, anytime we tune in, we will receive guidance of how to move forward. It's been helpful for me to think about how we receive this information. So all of us have specific gifts of being able to know things. These are called the clairs. So there's 4 clairs that I see come up most often for people: clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, and claircognizant. These 4 clairs are ways that we know things through intuitive channels. So if you're clairvoyant, you might know things or get intuitive guidance through your sight. So this could be actually having physical visions or seeing auras, or it might just mean that you're a highly visual person. So when you meditate, you see visuals, or you see a billboard on the side of the road that's an answer to a prayer. You might also be clairaudient, which means that you receive intuitive guidance through your hearing. So this could be literally hearing a voice, carrying a message, or it could be hearing a song on the radio, or having a friend share a word with you that just sparks something in your imagination. And then there's clairsentience. Clairsentience is when you know something because you feel it. Clairsentient people often have a lot of emotions, and so tuning into how you feel in a given situation or how you feel when someone brings up an idea will help you tune into your clairsentience. And then claircognizance is knowing something because it just appears in your brain. It's kind of like a download. I have some aspects of claircognizance where I'll just be meditating and all of a sudden it'll be like the idea or the directive is just in my head. I can't explain it. I just know it. The thing with all these clairs is an intuitive guidance in general, you have to trust. The more you trust those small hunches, the more guidance you will get. One way to recognize intuitive guidance is to really look for and make sure it has this tone of benevolence and love. If there's any feelings of judgment or criticism attached to this intuitive hit, then it's probably not coming actually from this place of wider intuitive guidance. Intuitive hits can feel somewhat neutral, and oftentimes they're not asking us to take the biggest leap in the world. They're just asking you to take a certain step, like go to the bookstore today. There might be a book there for you. Or turn on the radio this afternoon. There might be something on the radio for you. Or call that friend. So following these smaller hunches will help you to take these bigger leaps. And just putting out the intention to have your wider guidance come and help you shape your visions will bring you so much further than if you try to do it totally on your own. And lastly, I have a really potent ritual for you to undertake as we go into this new year that will really help clarify your visions, and that is a Herkimer Diamond Elixir. Herkimer diamonds are a kind of clear, double-terminated quartz that exist and are found in Herkimer, New York. Herkimer diamonds are known to turn up the volume on whatever it is that you're experiencing. They're one of my favorite stones for getting super clear and directing my energy. So to do this ritual, find yourself a Herkimer diamond, or you could find any kind of double terminated quartz that resonates with you, put it in a glass of water overnight, and each day, each morning, drink that water, and each night refill the water for a total of 8 nights. Set a very clear intention to receive clarity around your vision for this new year. Keep a journal during these 8 days to see what signs, synchronicities, and messages are coming to you. And at the end of the 8 days, write down the clarity of your vision, perhaps the one goal that you truly want to accomplish this year. If part of your vision for this year is finally getting your business off the ground, then I would love to see you in my online course, Business as a Spiritual Journey. I've been in business now for 10 years, and I found that starting a business was actually the most spiritual journey I ever undertook. I have learned so much about myself, about the guidance in the unseen that is here to support me, and through the process of creating my business, I've learned what my gifts are and how to give them to the world. This course is specifically created for empaths, highly sensitive, and spiritually minded people to really engage with the process of starting or deepening their business from a wholly spiritual perspective. Because when we take into account the whole, the spirit of your business, as well as the blueprint of your soul, everything takes off. So let's support each other as a community. If you get clear on your vision, I would love to hear it in the comment section below. Write that vision down, and that's taking a big step towards making it a reality. So know that I'm over here supporting you in getting crystal clear on your vision because I truly believe that those visions are here to change the world.